the Knowledge Buffet, brought to you by the Henry Burning Entrepreneurship Center. Today we welcome Rob Cattle, one of our amazing mentors for startups and students.
Great to be here. I'm loving this. It's a great opportunity. Thank you for having me.
Let's get started with one of our toughest questions from students and startups. I have an idea. What do I do?
That's a challenging question. That's actually a great one because people get ideas all the time. They think of things, and young entrepreneurs are always thinking of something new and something that to solve a problem they have. Making that leap into starting a business, the first thing you should do is think about who you're helping, how you're helping them, but also think about getting some education around it. Talking to whether it's the Small Business Enterprise Center or Henry Burnick Entrepreneurship Center to think about some basic education around just entrepreneurial training. I think they give you a nice basis to start to explore your idea, and you can come to them with just an idea for a business. You do not have to move forward with a fully baked business. And I think coming forward with an idea is awesome. Ideas are wonderful and spawn into great things.
How do I know if my business idea is a good idea?
I think, when you think about the problem, is it a real problem? Is it something that many people have? Is this something that people struggle with in solving and you've found a way to solve it? And the moment you have that, ask a few people, see what they think. Sometimes we get stuck in what we think and forget about it's not us who's going to buy it, or it's not us who will help us make this a great business, it's others. And so ask a few close friends and see what they think, understanding that they will or may give you information that they don't want to hurt your feelings, but see what they think and just be honest. And as you go a little bit is expand out your circle of trust, if you will, to ask other people and see if you can get some honest feedback.
If I'm a student, should I wait to start my business?
Why? Why would you wait? There's no need to wait. You can start right off. As soon as you have an idea, you can start thinking about it. How can I turn this into a business? Having the idea is the first step. Finding out whether it solves people's problems and other people have the problem is the next step. Once you know that, now you can take a step before you go anywhere else of, do I want to build a business? What do I want to do with this idea? Do I want to sell it to someone else? Or do I want to create my own business and run this thing, whatever this thing may be, whatever your idea may be?
How can I start my business as a student?
Starting your business, I think the easiest way to start a business, and it tends to be the best way, is online. It can be very simple to put something online and start to work that way. However, word of mouth goes a long way as well. It all depends on what your business is. Whether it's a service, whether it's a product, if you've made something, you have to think about how am I going to make more? And then selling it. Online is the easiest and cheapest way to start to post things and make things available. Whether it's a social media, most people don't go directly to websites. They may start out with social media. So you can build simple awareness that way. Even better, if you're a student and you're at the college, reach out to the community and the faculty you're in. There's lots of great things at your colleges, whether you're at Georgian, which has wonderful groups and programs to support what you're doing, or any other college or university.
Here's a great question. Do I have to name my business right away?
No. And in fact, I don't recommend running out to naming your business or getting business cards or anything like that. Or it's about see where your business starts to evolve and go as you talk to people. You're going to learn things about how they think about your business, how they see your idea or your business idea. It's not about you and it's not about your name. You can name it something, but don't be attached to it. Be willing to change it. It's not necessary to name it.
I've already made a logo. Do I need a logo for my business right away?
You already made a logo. Oh, no. Well, that's awesome. You know what? You might have got it right the first time. Or you didn't. So hopefully you didn't spend a lot of money on it. Creating a logo is wonderful. It's a great thing. We all feel compelled to give our business an identity, which is wonderful. and logos have a place in business. But you need to understand what your business is in the eyes of your customer, not in your own eyes. You're going to build your logo based on you. I want you to think about building your logo based on what your customers see and how they would recognize your business. And it sometimes takes time to get there. You can start out with your logo and maybe it evolves over time. It's nice to start with something so you can create something if you're creative and want to do that. Just don't pay money to have it created right now.
Do I need to have a digital presence right away for my startup?
I think the moment that you're getting ready to find information from other people, I think having a digital presence is a good place to start. Whether it's a landing page, which is a little different than a website. A landing page just basically gives people information about your business and how to contact you. You might even put a couple questions on a landing page, but it's not a full-blown website. And so easy free platforms like Wix and Squarespace, whatever it might be that is available, is you can use to just get some awareness started. But you can also use social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter, or whatever else you might want to use, or Facebook. But you don't need a formal page. It can be informal and you're just out there trying to gather information. Once you get that information and you know where you want to go, now you can expand it out and more formal in how you post and how you move things forward.
How do I price my product or service?
It is the number one challenge that comes to most entrepreneurs. How much do I charge? Am I charging too little? Am I charging too much? My competitors charge this much. Should I be underneath? And so the first advice I'll give you when it comes to pricing is it's not just about what your competitors are doing, and it's not just about what other prices are out there. It's about what you're doing to solve people's problems and what that means to people. You're solving problems differently than someone else is solving problems. So matching price to price isn't equal. And so you need to think about, there's multiple pieces. So what are your competitors doing? So what's the marketplace? And then how you fit into that marketplace. Are you a Tim Hortons or are you a Starbucks? Are you a Bay or are you a Holt Renfrew? Those kinds of differences make a difference in the price because there's an expectation of what people are going to get for what they're paying for.
Do you have any final advice for students or startups who are starting a business or thinking about starting a business?
Simple advice. Do it. Even if you don't launch a successful business, what you will learn in going through the journey of trying to launch a business will teach you so much more than you could ever learn at the college. And the fun you have and the excitement and the frustration and everything you're learning, it will give you a perspective for moving into the workplace that you won't otherwise have. And my recommendation is that if you have an idea and you think it might be a business, try it out, investigate.
Thank you so much for joining me today on the Knowledge Buffet.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
We are going to take these little nuggets of knowledge a la carte, and we'll see you next time.